Good day, everyone. Today, I will discuss local and global communication in multicultural settings. My name is Jesus Leonorin from BCMA 1B. First, let's define multiculturalism. It refers to the way in which a society deals with cultural diversity, both at the national and at the community level. So the keywords there are multi and culture. Multi means many, right? And culture is a set of beliefs and customs. Later, I'll discuss what is culture talaga. In simple terms, multiculturalism is when people from different cultures, backgrounds, and religion come together and live in the same community. And it can happen in a specific setting. For example, multiculturalism does not only happen in worldwide level. Nangyayari din ito sa national level at community level, katulad ng Pilipinas. We have the same nationality, but we speak different dialects and we have different traditions sa iba't ibang bayan. So if you are dealing with people with different culture, then that's multiculturalism. Then what do we mean about global and local communication in multicultural settings? This means na we can communicate effectively to other people in multicultural settings if we understand that we coexist with people from diverse or different cultural backgrounds, beliefs, gender, nationalities, religion, and ethnicity. Understanding the fact that we coexist or existing together means we need to try to respect them to have better communication. That's the role of global and local communication in multicultural settings. Now let's define local and global communication. Local communication, defined as direct communication, often within a smaller, more homogeneous community. This means that we communicate in our local area using the language that we speak in our town. Like dito sa Masbate, we communicate using our language. If your town speaks Bisaya, then you also talk in Bisaya. That's local communication. Communicating Tagalog with other Filipinos sa different place dito sa Pilipinas is also local communication. While global communication refers to the ways that people connect, share, relate, and mobilize across geographic, political, economic, social, and cultural divides. So this is about communicating with all the people around the world. This means na people with different geographical or cultural backgrounds can exchange informations. People connect and share through media platforms, technologies, and networks. And the language we use to communicate is English because English is the global language of communication. Next is communicating across cultures. Communicating across culture is challenging. We often don't realize our own cultural biases, which we learn from a young age. As globalization increased, understanding and communicating across cultures has become essential for businesses and organizations to succeed. Dahil we have different cultures, it's challenging to communicate lalo na if they use different language and they have different terms. Tulad natin, we need to learn English to communicate globally. That's why there is intercultural communication. It is a discipline that studies communication across different cultures and social groups or how culture affects communication. It examines how culture affects communication. This includes verbal, what language they talk, and non-verbal, the gestures they make when they communicate, the tone of voice. That's intercultural communication. So now let's define what is culture because this is the primary topic in multicultural settings. So culture is the system of knowledge, beliefs, values, customs, behaviors, and artifacts that are acquired, shared, and used by its members during daily living. So culture is how or the way people think, feel, and behave because that's the things they know at ginagawa nila in daily living. For example, in our Filipino culture, we use po or opo as a form of respect. We also use tita or tito And we have festivals and to represent our traditions. That's our culture. In America, their culture is to call their teachers in their first name, not in their surnames. That's their culture, calling their teachers in their first names. May tinatawag ring co-cultures. Within a culture, as a whole, are co-cultures. These are composed of members of the same general culture who differ in some ethnic or sociological way from different culture. Example of co-culture is African American co-culture. People from this culture live in America, but they have different customs and traditions. Even their accent are different. And there are slangs na ginawa nila from English language. So, co-culture is a culture from a general culture. So, what are the barriers to local and global communication in multicultural settings? These are the barriers to effective communication: language, medium of communication, personality, and culture. First is language. I think language is the most common barrier in communicating because when people speak different languages, it's difficult to understand each other. Even if people speak the same language but in different dialect and even accent, it can make communication difficult because we can't understand what they're saying. The second is medium of communication. So this is the methods or the way people communicate, such as phone, email, text, or face-to-face interaction. There are people who prefer different medium of communication, and there are barriers that can happen. For instance, if they are using electronic devices and the receiver have poor internet connection, it can hinder the communication. Additionally, in face-to-face interaction or conversation, using wrong tone of voice can lead to misunderstandings. Third is personality. Each one of us have different personality that can affect how we communicate. Some are direct in talking and some are not. Also, shy people may struggle to express themselves, while overconfident people may dominate conversations. There are also other people na have different perspective in different topics, so it can hinder to have an effective communication. The fourth one is culture. Cultures have unique norms, values, and customs that can affect communication. The language we use, how we speak, can affect how we communicate. For example, in nonverbal, like body language, facial expressions, and gestures can have different meanings in different cultures. Alright, that's all for our topic today. But note, to enhance our ability to communicate effectively, accept and embrace people from different cultures. Thank you for listening.